This is Tim from Your Six Studios. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to install Windows 11 on your laptop or maybe even your desktop. So you're going to need a USB device. Now, if you got something that's 32 gigabytes or less, that's going to probably be the best. So I just have an SD card plugged in. Otherwise, I got something over here, and this one is only like 16 gigabytes because we need to format this USB to FAT32. Now we can do it with a little bit larger one, like this one right here. I can plug it in, but the problem is we're going to have to delete our different volumes on it. So you can see I have it plugged in and Windows 11 is already on it. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Now when you get your drive plugged in, go on down to search and type in disk with a K and then space management. As soon as you type in like man, you're going to see create and format hard disk partitions. Click this. And we're going to see our drives on here now. So we can go on down, and here is my drive 1. So I can go ahead and just delete this volume here. I'm just going to delete the entire volume, and make sure you're deleting off your drive. So this one is 64 gigabytes, so it's too large for me to format it FAT32. It has to be 32 gigabytes or less. So I'm just going to, delete the entire volume, and then go to new simple volume. And then I'm going to make this 32 gigabytes or less. So when you allocate the space here, maybe do like 30,000 gigabytes or 30,000 megabytes. So let's do that. That's enough zeros. And let's see. Yep, that should be good. And then we can assign a letter. Then we have the option for FAT32. So that's how you get that option. And then we go to next. Finish. So I got like 29 gigabytes. So that's good for just Windows in general. So let's go on down to Edge or whatever you're using. I just formatted it. So I only have Edge. So I'm going to go to google.com. Still popular. So let's use this. And then type in install. Just Windows 11. I can get Chrome later. Install Windows 11, and it should be the first link, and it's not a big download yet. So let's do this. Download Windows 11 right here, and then it's going to be the second link. So you can see it right here, Microsoft.com, download Windows 11. It'll lead you right here. Here's the direct link, so you can kind of see what it is. But let's go on down under here, under this page, and it's going to be the second installation file. Create Windows 11 installation media. Download here, and it will go pretty quick. Go to yes when you open it up, and we should be good here. It's going to open up, getting a few things ready. So let's close down that in the background. I got my USB drive plugged in. I can go to I accept. And we're just going to go through this process here. And then it's going to download it to my Windows computer. So it says select the language and the edition. I'm just going to go to recommended. I go to USB flash drive. And make sure your flash drive is plugged in. Alright, let's go to next. Now if you try to do this and it's not FAT32, it probably won't recognize it. So here's my E drive. Yep, that should be good. And now it's going to go ahead and download this to my computer, and it's going to progress through this, and it might take a little bit of time because I think it's like 8 gigabytes or something like that. Now I already have it on my USB drive. This is a different USB drive, so I'm just going to cancel this out, and this is just going to continue on until it's done, and you're going to have to click finish, and then you should be good to go. So it's just downloading right now. I'm just going to cancel this out. And I'm going to plug in my other USB. Well, I can keep it plugged in, but what we want to do is launch this into BIOS mode because sometimes your computer won't launch directly into the USB. I think that's because my laptop has a DVD drive still. So if you got a DVD drive, you're probably going to run into this issue where it doesn't boot from your USB. So I'm going to unplug this other USB, go down to Start, go to Settings, go down to Windows Update, Advanced Options, Recovery on the bottom, down here, and then Advanced Startup, Restart Now. And this will allow us to get into the BIOS menu without having to click a different button somewhere and guess everything. So that can get annoying sometimes. So this is just going to restart now a few times, and then I'm going to wait to plug in my USB device until after I get it set up with the correct boot option. Otherwise, when I put this in, it's going to be confusing to know which one to select. So I'm going to go down to Troubleshoot, Advanced Options, UEFI Firmware Settings, and Restart. And it'll boot into BIOS now. And that's another thing, like if you're installing Windows at this moment, after you change the boot options, make sure you uninstall, or not uninstall, just disconnect every other drive you have on your computer besides the one you want to connect. Otherwise, it's going to cause some headaches, and Windows might install some system files on a second or third drive that you have plugged in. So you don't want that, otherwise it's going to be creating some issues. So disconnect your other drives, your SATA disk, your NVMEs if you have multiple of them, or your old hard drives. Now I have an MSI motherboard, so this is the BIOS menu. So I can just zoom in here, and I'm looking for boot, and this one just says boot right here. Yours might have a different option, so go to boot, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, and go to boot option number 1, and then you want to choose USB hard disk. Now if you have your USB device plugged in, it's probably going to say the name of it. PNY will be this one. This one will be SanDisk. So that's why I would recommend you just wait to plug this in. Otherwise, it's going to get really confusing. Like this one would be generic USB. So you want to choose USB hard disk or whatever it's named on your computer if you have it plugged in. So let's go to enter for a USB hard disk. Now I can see boot option number 1 is going to launch from my USB. And we can go to save and exit. So I'm going to plug this black one in now, and it should launch into the installer now. So let's press enter, and you got to use your arrow keys. I don't think this works on here, does it? No. So actually it looks like it does. So let's go to yes, save my changes and exit. My USB is plugged in. So you can see it right here, plugged in down there. And this will restart my computer a few times. Well, not really restart, but it's just going to go to the screen, and then it should go directly to the installer after that. If I have Windows 11 on my USB, which I hope I do. So we'll find out in a second. And yes, I do. It's popping up. Now I want to choose English. Go to US. I'm going to install Windows 11. And I think I have to hit I agree with everything. And now, the only thing that's kind of confusing, I think you're going to get to a screen where it's going to say like, this is your hard drive, etc. And you're going to have to clear out your hard drive. Now, if you got a new computer, your hard drive is going to be unallocated and stuff. It's not going to have anything on here. So you're going to have to delete all these different partitions. So you can see my disk 1 is my USB device. Don't mess with that at all. And then disk 0 is going to be my main drive where I'm going to be installing Windows. So I'm just going to delete all these other partitions. So you can see it's becoming unallocated space now. So I'm going to delete everything on disk 0. And this is where it gets really confusing if you got multiple drives plugged in. So I highly recommend you just disconnect them just for this process. Then we can create a partition, I believe, right here. We can create a partition on that drive. And this should become allocated space, and we should be able to next. And it just takes a little bit of time. All right, so we got this stuff on here now, and we should be able to go to next now. And then we're ready to install. All right, now it's going through this process here, installing Windows 11. And it says your PC will restart several times, and this might take a while. And they're not lying. This will probably take about 15 to 25 minutes. Depending on, I don't know, maybe your drive is really slow or something like that. If you got an NVMe, it might take a little bit less time. So it's at 10% right now. So we're just going to speed ahead in the video. Okay, so my laptop just went ahead and restarted. If you are using a laptop, make sure you have it plugged in. Your fans might kick in a lot and it might get a little bit louder. So it's going to be using a lot of energy. Now, we got to this point. You're probably going to see this pop up. Now, one thing you should do is simply remove your installation USB after you start this up. So it says, it looks like you started an upgrade and booted from the installation media. Would you like to continue the upgrade? Remove it from your PC. Okay, so let's just simply remove this from my PC now. I got it over here. I'm removing it, and then I'm going to go to yes. And now my computer should restart, and we're just about done. We got to go through the setup process now with all the stuff that comes along with Windows 11, like Game Pass and Office 365 and stuff. You can decline that if you don't want it, and then you're going to have to sign in with your Microsoft account. And we got some upgrades or updates we have to install right now, so let's just give it some time. All right, so we have it starting up now. Choose your country, United States for me, and then US, keyboard I think, and then I can skip this process right here. And then I got to connect to the internet, and then we're probably going to have a bunch of updates that we need to go ahead and just install. So I'm trying to think what my password is. So let's just type this in and then go to next. Right here. Oh gosh, that's not right. Let me do the entire thing here. And then we should be good to go. So let's go to next. Should be verified. Oh, actually, I see what's wrong. So I'm still connected, but I was connected to the wrong one. So let's go down here and connect it. So I guess my neighbors have some Wi-Fi that look the same as me. So let's just type this all in, and then I should be good. Let's press enter, and it's going to verify your PIN that you just typed in, and then we can go to next. I'm all set, and we'll probably have some more updates for our system right here. And it's checking, and it's going to go ahead and just download those and update it. I'll go ahead and name your PC. I'm just going to skip that for now, and I can do that later on. So we have the option, and eventually we're going to have to sign in, so remember your password for your Microsoft account, and you'll have to verify that. And it's checking for more updates, so it's going to just take a long time here. Now we're under this page, unlock your Microsoft experience. So let's sign in, and then type in our email address and password, and then go to next. Okay, so you're gonna have to like go forward, and then you can go to like sign in options, and you should be able to see an option for your password if you type in your email address. But I like gotta verify my code and stuff right here, and then I'm gonna be able to sign in on my computer, and it says please wait. So sometimes this can be really annoying. I had to go to like Authenticator app on my phone or something like that. But now it says let's make a PIN. So you can decide if you want a PIN. It doesn't seem like well, we can just probably just go to okay. Well, nope, it doesn't allow us to do that. So let's come up with a PIN on our computer, and then go to next. And now let's see what we have next. And eventually we're going to get to this point. So do you want location? Do you want find my device? Do you want diagnosis data to be collected? Personalized offers? Let's go to accept after going through there. And we're just about done. So this probably takes about 30 minutes total. And then it's just going to load my backup files from my desktop PC. It says desktop LDO. That was yesterday. It backed everything up. So looks like everything is backing up, or it's restarting just randomly here, getting things ready for you. Not a whole lot to back up, I guess. So if you have been using your computer a long time and you're reinstalling it, it could take you probably 10 to 15 minutes to back up everything and restore it. So it's getting things ready for me. I should have to log in soon, but I'm going to have to go through all the different Microsoft wonderful things that they will present me now. Like if you renewed your Xbox Game Pass, you got a bunch of different options that you have to go through to see if you want to purchase it or decline it. Alright, so here we are. You can decide your customized experience. I'm just going to do gaming. Go to accept. And we're just about there. So we got the gaming options if you want to connect your phone. Connecting your phone is really nice actually. You can communicate with your phone. I do text from my phone. I always have access to your recent browsing data. If you want to allow this, go ahead. Then I'm going to decline this. I haven't used Microsoft 365 for a while. Not in school anymore, so we can decline this. And oh, I accidentally went back, so I'm going to decline it here. And then your email address. I don't need anything on that. I don't think I've ever used Outlook before. And then if you want to get Game Pass, you can buy it there. You probably already have it. And then finally we are on our desktop. So Windows is finally installed. So hopefully this video did indeed help you out. If it did, leave it a big thumbs up and subscribe my channel down below.